Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Josh Guillory Show. I am your grateful host. Very, very thankful and grateful host. And in studio with me, my main man, Jamie Angel.
What is up, my friend?
Man,
Hump day.
Hump day. Hump day all day. Cubs are beating the Brewers right now, 8-3. Just letting everybody know.
Did you see what the O's did to the Blue Jays the other day?
No.
It was like 16 to
Whoa.
7 or something.
I think we play the O's coming up.
It was a spanking.
Anyway, full disclosure, Jamie's an Orioles fan. I'm a Cubs fan, but I like the Stros too. Don't get mad at me. I was so happy when the Astros went to the American League and outside the NL Central so I could pull for
Man,
him.
then Ryan Sandberg passed away. Sad
Rhino.
news.
He was a good Rhino.
I was a fan of his when I was a kid. He's one of the few I remember growing up, and I saw him play.
He had such an impact on the game. By the way, we are broadcasting live from the Beal and Hebert studios right here in Lafayette, Louisiana. Beal and Hebert, your hometown lawyers. Give those guys a call. You got questions on the law? I'm telling you, they'll take care of you. I know those guys. Very good folks. But yeah, Ryan Sandberg had a very big impact. My favorite player growing up, number 23, second baseman. It's a retired number now. Has a statue outside of Wrigley Field, him and Ernie Banks.
We'll go to Chicago one day, catch some games.
We're going to have to, man.
We got to. That'll be our next year baseball road trip.
Yeah, we saw the Stros the other day and the Cubs. And, well, yeah, we'll do that. Wrigley Field, that's cool.
It'll be fun.
We'll post some Rumble stuff. We still got to post from our other stuff.
We do.
I mean,
hey, check us out on Rumble if you're not.
Yeah.
Rumble.com, the Josh Guillory Show.
Yeah, let's see here. We can see some more folks up there. Rumble.com, look up Josh Guillory. Okay, let's see here. Let's recap from yesterday. Yesterday, guys, we covered a little local. We're going to go federal this today. But we'll open up the phone lines. You never know. I have a nice lady in this. Can I say your name? All right. I have an intern at my office, and she is wonderful.
Pull that microphone close to you.
Yeah, that's Chloe St. Marie. How you doing, Chloe?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Is this your debut on the radio?
I suppose so.
And your debut on Zoom? Or on Zoom? We're on Zoom.
Rumble.
Sorry. Yeah, Chloe's doing great at the office. She's going to be a wonderful lawyer.
Very, very hard worker.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. And go give her parents either orthodontics or dentistry. You can't go wrong with the St. Marie's. All right. So yesterday we talked about this. It's not even a story, man. It's so weak. All right.
They're trying to make it.
They're trying to make it a story. So you got the current over here, especially Leslie Turk. She is pulling everything. All right. The Louisiana Legislative Auditor is about to drop a memo, okay? It's not a big deal. It is no new findings, and it's all on the spoil banks. Oh, my God. The same political talking points we've been hitting for 4 years. The same project for 60 years. The federal government, 60 years ago, of course, broke it, put mud on the wrong side, go figure. And you would think they would fix their mistakes. Of course not. Anyway, fast forward to the 90s. The Corps of Engineers says, yes, this project should go through. Oh, my God. We can't keep flooding these people. But, of course, political nonsense came into play, and they have no backbone. They care only about their power. So we continue on and on. Nothing gets done about it. Then after about, I don't know, a gazillion million public votes amongst the Louisiana legislature, governor, bond commission, let's see who else, city council, parish council, city parish council, multiple times. So I'm pretty sure I'm missing some public votes too. Everybody says the project's a great project. Go forward with it. Of course we do. Thank you, councils. Appreciate you. Literally could not have done it without you. Just great. And thousands of homes and businesses and people are saved by it. And we appreciate that. So, but I am but one tiny little person in that whole formula. I appreciate my role, but to give me, that's a team effort, and a lot of people need to be like hugged because there's a lot of people in that river and a lot of those channels and all that water that feeds into the Vermilion River that those guys who used to flood don't flood. Now, they're still flooding out there. There's still a lot of work. That's why I don't understand why Monique Blanco-Boulay cut spending in her efforts to drainage. That's just a mind-boggling to me, knowing how much work we have to be done. But when you're too busy spending $100 million more than we had on wasteful government baloney, all right, and Jeff Daly, only 30-something new employees. Well, that's 30-something new, too many, number one. Number two, you are blatantly wrong, Jeff Daly, but that's what you do. Half-truths over there at the Current, all right?
You ought to read his assessment on roads. Maybe take some public, what do you call it?
Truth classes?
Or some courses in how, the government works.
Yeah. So then the Louisiana, Exactly. The Louisiana legislative auditor comes in. They're a political hack. Like you have to know. Like you got to know what. Hey, I found out today the Louisiana legislative auditor. Do y'all know? I think if I read this right, I think he even gets a housing allowance.
Yeah, like
Get out of here.
24,000 or something. On top of his car allowance, which is like 13. He gets like 30-something thousand just for car and home allowance.
Yeah, baby. Gotta live off that dough, baby.
Like, aside from the assessor,
I know. The two most crooked people, the two most crooked positions
not
in
calling
the
our assessor
state.
crooked.
Not our current one.
Yeah.
Our last one is absolutely
100%.
crooked, absolutely corrupt, violated the law, evil human being, sent out lies in his formal capacity.
Highest paid public employee in the parish.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, just it's the sad thing is, if you and I don't talk about it, nobody does. I know Carol does, and I love her, and she does a good job. But we were in. We know what to look for. And these, like, I was having this conversation with my brother earlier today, and we started talking about the media. It wasn't too long ago, probably 6 years ago, like right up until the time I got into office, not even when I was running for office, even when I was running for office, I always thought the local media was the media you could trust. Seriously, my whole life, I always felt.
You had me to deal with.
No. No, I'm talking about before I even met you. I always believed that the local medias were the guys and gals that didn't have that politics, that weren't left-leaning, weren't right-leaning, weren't anything. Just tell us the truth. Here it is where the rubber meets the road. You know, your community, the place you care about, the people you report to, you live with them, those guys and gals. Man, I was more, not to be all dramatic, I was more disappointed and hurt, quite frankly, when I got into office to see these same outlets that I really put them on a pedestal, blatantly lie, report half-truths. So this is what's about to happen. The Louisiana legislative auditor is going to drop his audit. It's the same audit that the Blanco Mafia used in 2022
almost
or 20,
word for word. I think
almost
it might
word
be
for
the
word.
exact same one that they
Like,
just copied.
These guys are lazy. They're good at lying. They're bad at hiding it.
Yeah.
Seriously, it's horrible. This is all public records, but they're so arrogant that they can get away with it because no one calls them out. The Current says they're a government watchdog. No, you watching the hen house and you're the fox. Like, it is not good. I was so sad to hear and see with my own two eyes when you were the comms department, when we gave them truth and just didn't even give an opinion, say, here is public record. Nothing. Oh, no. Except twisted. Lies. I'm evil. I'm a horrible person because I don't care because I cut the budget to balance it. Blah, 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 blah. No, I cut their little pet projects that they're all getting paid on, either in money or power or influence. They live in this tight little elite bubble in Lafayette, and those are the guys that brought our city and parish to the hellhole it was when we freaking inherited, especially finances. $18 million in the hole? Really? You want to talk about right-sizing the budget? No, we went in there. We didn't play their little political games. We fixed it, and we got that. Well,
not to mention you put more information out from March to May of 2020 than she's put out since she's been in office. Nonstop. We even created a media center for the media to come and get information every week.
They didn't want it. They wrote their stories, and then they went to find facts. Look, real quick before we go to break, real quick. So here's the breaking news, okay? The Louisiana legislative auditor almost copies and pastes our local auditor, who is also very political. They're all political. They're all in the tank with the Blancos. We know that. We know this is like not hard to find out. I don't think I'm shocking anybody here, okay? But Leslie Turk and the Current is about to drop the big juice, the big gun, the big smoking gun. It's the same audit as 3 or 4 years ago. It's old news. I can summarize her story. Guillory's corrupt, illegal, evil. Everything about him was horrible. Here's all these reasons why. It's the same things I said 3 or 4 years ago, just regurgitating the same. But here's why. It's all part of the smoke screen. It's all part to cover what's going on in City Parish Hall right now. It's all to cover the wasteful $100 million that you just have nothing to show for it. It's all for that. It's all to cover up your partners that you made $93,000 part-time jobs for. All these things, and we're just getting started. We just looked at the public record. I mean, golly, this is all public. Oh, my goodness. Let's talk federal when we get back. welcome back to the Josh Guillory Show. We are broadcasting live from the Beal and Bear Studios right here in Lafayette, Louisiana. Let's see here. All right. Also, we're broadcasting live on rumble.com. Who is that? Is that
Somebody posted a link to Muckrack, which is like a database for journalists and whatnot.
Yeah.
And they have like a wiki thing, and under Leslie Turk, it says lead investigative reporter for The Current, aka pajama wearing basement blogger who likes to pry and pry. We didn't do that.
No. What's the other one?
Or
can you say it?
I haven't tweeted on X since January. Oh, it might be a little too progressive, or a little too
Anyway.
conservative for them now.
Rumble.com. Go to rumble.com. We got some apps. We got some chats on Rumble. I'm trying to read his name to give him some shout outs.
Well, Chris. We'll go with Chris.
Chris.
May not want his full name.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. Well, thank you. Thank you for posting on the Rumble. Rumble.com. Go to the Josh Guillory Show. You can see us live. Also, give us a little follow, man. It helps us to open up some content and all the good things. All right. So, that was about it on local for today. Unless you guys want to talk about it, 232-1542. Whenever we open up the phone lines, feel free to bring it up. Why not? Why not? But we got so much other things to talk about that really is a combo of entertaining, but also just some stuff we need to talk about. We're going to spend a lot of time on who's this guy, Stephen Colbert.
Boy,
man, that thing is just unraveling. Like what an interesting guy. What an interesting guy. All right, so read a little article from the USA Today. Ingrid Jock, he's reporting that CBS is, we know CBS canceled Stephen Colbert's show, The Late Show, and you're starting to see people come out of the woodworks that are really kind of admitting what we've all known for years now. Quite frankly, Colbert stopped being funny and started being a Democrat talking point with a laugh track. That's what his show basically fell down to.
100%.
And so let's talk about a few little important notes. CBS announced earlier this month in July, that it's pulling the plug on Colbert's show. Jay Leno, you talked about this yesterday or the day before. Jay Leno, I like Jay Leno. And this is probably why I like Jay Leno. Jay Leno weighed in. He didn't hesitate. And he usually doesn't. He usually doesn't opine on all this stuff. He kind of just does his thing. But he said comedy lost its way by picking sides instead of reaching the whole audience. How many times do we hear I know I say this all the time. Like, there's just some things that should be absent of politics. Matter of fact, politics is politics. And so keep politics in the politics thing. When I leave here, I'll watch the news, if that's what you want to call it, but I can only stomach a few moments. They're all full of it. They're just all full of it. And we have it here locally. Like I said, the Advocate, the Current's the worst. But it's like they just blatantly lie.
And it's one thing to be full of it, but to be full of it and lose your parent company $40 million a year.
Exactly. So I didn't even broke that down yet. Yeah, exactly. But I like what Leno said, man. You're there to entertain.
Like I told you, I go watch that stuff to get away from reality, to be entertained, to laugh. And honestly, it's sad. With the state of politics right now, it's just sad. It's not funny.
Yeah,
it's
why
sad.
would you want to bring that into anything else? Why would you want to? But here's the thing. The reason why everybody's frustrated is because politics is so small. It's such a small part of our life. And, well, maybe not, all right? But you can argue that it is. But here's the deal. We all of us, we all agree more than we disagree. We do. We all want good roads, Democrat and Republican. We all want a thriving economy, Democrat and Republican. I'm not talking about your fringe wokies that want to take everybody's gun away and only give it to the government. I'm not talking that. I don't know if we'll ever see eye to eye, but that is such a small faction. Such a small faction. We agree more than we disagree. But right now in our country, we allow this nonsense to infiltrate every single aspect of our life. When you make everything a Republican and Democrat issue, half your country is going to be divided on all the issues because we have to go there. I'm not going to go to this restaurant because they're Republican.
Oh, we saw a lot of that during COVID.
I'm not going here because they're Democrat. Food is food. Entertainment's entertainment.
You're just depriving yourself, honestly.
Well, but are they? Because here's the deal. If I turn on CBS and The Late Show and I want to watch I want to be entertained because it's supposed to be a comedy show and I got to get force-fed from this left-wing lunatic that's pushing an ideology that most Americans, including Democrats, don't agree with.
He a fool.
Straight up.
He's straight cray. He's not even that. Look, he's not even that funny.
Man, was he? I don't know genuinely, and I'm trying to take a knock. Was he ever funny? Was he
Back
ever
in the day? He was. When he was like Comedy Central, but it was like a shtick, you know.
But what
had
I meant
his
by
thing.
that, his like he was trying to be funny, not political.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay.
But
good.
then you cross the line and you stay over it and you're done.
I don't know. I don't know if it's just because he went political. Because you can take politics and make jokes out of it. Be an equal opportunist, though, in my opinion. I personally think he turns people off because of his anger. But liberals, for whatever reason, go there. That's their thing. They say they're tolerant. They're only tolerant if you agree with them.
You're right.
It's like the current. They only write things if you pay them money or if you do your left-wing big government politics. But that all should be absent.
Well, you know how I say, I don't have the capacity for hate. I can't physically or emotionally hate someone. I just can't. It just doesn't work for me. But these guys got a lot of hate in their heart.
They got a lot of hate. For people that are supposed to be loving and tolerant.
Yeah. I mean, I have strong disregard and dislike for certain folks. I just can't hate them.
And it also, all of this, yeah, I'm with you, bud. All of this, no, I do have the propensity to hate. Now I gotta pray on that. No, I'm serious. As soon as I feel a resentment, I immediately pray to God and ask Him to remove that resentment because I'm telling you, I done been lied about, cursed about, my wife, my kid. So yeah, but that's what I do. Hopefully, hey, if you find yourself in that situation, we all got resentments. Just pause, let it go. Let it go. Let it go. All right, guys, stick around. We'll be right back. My favorite time of the whole show. Them phone lines are going to be wide open. 232-1542. Welcome back to the Josh Guillory Show, broadcasting live from the Bill and Bear Studios right here in Lafayette, Louisiana. Bill and Bear, your hometown lawyers. All right, let's keep talking national or whatever our wonderful audience wants to talk about. The phone lines are open, 232-1542, or outside the Acadiana area, 844-766-6607. Before we go to the phone lines, let me go to Rumble, rumble.com. I want you to go to Rumble, look up the Josh Guillory Show. Give us a little follow, but you can chat on there too. And I can't see the name, but I can see the text. Not to change the subject, but Mayor Ray Bork, my dear buddy, Mayor Ray Bork of Broussard got honored as the best mayor in Louisiana today in Lake Charles. Yay!
Crazy Cajun. Thank you for
Thanks, Crazy Cajun,
for writing in, telling us that. Way to go, Mayor Ray.
Yeah, Mayor Ray Bork, my dear friend. Way to go over there in Broussard. Good job to the city council too, man. I tell you what, the mayor over there, city council, they're working hard, man. Go look at those projects they have for downtown and things like that. Just really good. We got the opportunity when we were in office to really build a pretty good cohesive group of leaders. Good public servants. Ray's one of them. So really, really good. Really good. All right, let's go to the phone lines. Caller, you are live on the Josh Guillory Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
It's Tony. I'm calling from Lafayette, Josh.
Tony! What's up, Tony? What you got? We got so many Tonys. I love the name Tony.
I heard you were talking about the Vermilion River and drainage, and I'm going to frame a question for you, and I don't know if you know the answer.
Okay.
If you do, I hope you do. Our biggest thing is always the coastlines disappearing in Louisiana. Why aren't we dredging the Vermilion River?
Yeah.
If you dredge it 5 feet, the width of that river, you know how much volume of water it would relieve a lot of the flooding in Lafayette, Vermilion, and all the way down there, and rebuild the coast. I don't know. What is the issue with it?
So I'm going to tell you my experience, personal firsthand experience, and I'm just going to break it down from the way I see it. All the engineers I talked about agree with what you said. Now, I'm just telling you the ones I spoke to, and I spoke to a ton of them over 4 years, and they agree with you.
Yeah.
And then I hear a lot of groups that aren't engineers, that are in political offices, that say the opposite. And I don't understand it. Tony, if you and I were in there, I know what I did. I'm not a scientist. Tell me where to dig the hole. I don't care where you dig the hole. Just go help people. Go help. If the science gives you there, go do it.
The volume, just 5 feet, the width of that river is a lot of volume. And, plus our coastline rebuilt it. Politicians that didn't get flooded in 16, they don't care about it, My mother did and got 9 inches, had to rebuild her home, It's
horrible, man. It's horrible. Hey, look, kudos to Congressman Higgs. Tony, if you ever get a chance to hear him brief on the Vermilion River and dredging and all that stuff, he's, as far as our team when we were in office, a lot of us relied on him. He was real good about getting us information on that, especially from the Corps of Engineers. But yeah, if you ever get a chance, and to all of our audience, go check him out. Or Ellison is on his staff. Whole bunch of Shotan, all those guys, man, they're all knowledgeable on it. They've been doing it for a minute.
Do they have some type of reading stuff on it?
I don't know. Let's put a little message out to Congressman Higgins' office. We'll see. Hey, Tony, let's follow up on that.
I'd be interested in reading some stuff, and hey, give me some facts. You give me some facts that it ain't gonna work. Hey, I'm not gonna. You don't spend the money, but just thinking a little bit, just common sense thinking says, okay, you dig it deeper, more water, but common sense around here is sort of short.
And I heard the theories. Well, no matter how much you dredge it, it's still a gulf out there, and it's going to equalize out. Again, I'm not an engineer. I'm just telling you from my personal. This is only little old Josh's experience. Okay, my one little experience. I just happen to be experienced in this area as far as talking engineers, but I am not an engineer. I'm just telling you, the ones that I spoke to said the same thing that Tony's saying. Now, some of them.
Well, like I said, Josh, if they can come up with the facts and show us, hey, look, this is what's going to happen, it ain't going to work. Hey, okay, cool. But just don't throw it away and say,
Yeah, don't be all elite on us. Look at the science. Hey, thanks, Tony. I really appreciate you. Let me clarify, the engineers that I spoke, I didn't have anyone say that the opposite of what Tony said. But I had probably half of them say that wasn't the silver bullet, and I can see that too. That detention, matter of fact, most of them said detention was the way to go as far as the primary. If you had to do anything, you go detain that water and then you make it flow and all that good stuff. But part of making it flow, get it to that natural flow that God made it, and you dredge and you get there. That's my understanding as a layperson. I don't
We
claim.
got to reassure folks too that any project that you signed off on, there were multiple engineers that reviewed it, that looked at the science, and showed benefit for the people. Period.
Yeah.
There's nothing more to it than that.
He wasn't talking about me, but on your point.
No, I'm saying the engineers looked at every project, multiple engineers, not just one, multiple.
Both in-house and whoever the contracted engineer. So you had LCG engineers oversee. You couldn't just get a contractor to say, this is what we're going to do. No, you got to have some oversight and things like that.
Go do the Spoil Banks project because you're like, hey, let's go jack some stuff up in St. Martin Parish.
I don't understand it. All I said was, go do what the council said you can do and what everybody else said you should do. And why the hell is everybody pointing the arrows at me?
It's a project that was proposed before you took off.
Yeah, of course. I know why they threw the arrows at me, because I'm a conservative Republican mayor. Well, was a conservative Republican mayor president. Now I'm just a conservative Republican, just little old me.
And look, I came from you stole me from the crazy media. I'm recovering,
Yeah, you are.
But I was in there. I know for a fact that they're biased. I know for a fact that they pushed an agenda because they tried to get me to do it.
Not as bad as the current. That's like a hit piece, man.
I'm talking about old leadership, KATC, not there anymore.
I can handle a hit piece. They just have no ethics at the current. They don't have a problem with lying. And that bothers me. I'm okay with this. I mean, people disagree. Lord knows. My wife and I disagree. That's cool. Then I realize she's right.
Yeah. They just want to take down, not the bad folks. They want to take down people they don't like. It's a popularity contest.
It's
period.
I love how the current says they're the watchdog, government watchdog. Man, they are
the elitist watchdogs.
Oh my gosh, they're doing the opposite of government watchdog, and it's killing them right now. For Jeff Daly to have to try to explain Monique's wasteful spending, it is killing him right now. So all he has to do, who's that other guy? Guillory, yeah, the conservative.
It's embarrassing.
I'm embarrassed for them. Like this whole LLA thing, Leslie Turk's about to drop it like it's some news. But it's by design. JP, bring some truth, baby. What you got, my man?
Hey, I rode a train one time through Abbeville. Does that make me an engineer from the past?
My dad worked for the railroad. Does that make me an engineer?
Correct. That don't mean I'm
by
an
osmosis.
Engineer.
More of an engineer than me.
Some of the dumbest people on the planet I ever met were engineers. But I don't know. I'm serious. And listen, if you dredge the Vermilion River, it's going to speed up the water from Lafayette towards the intercoastal. Once you hit the intercoastal, it's going to level off. But I think it would help Lafayette and it would help Vermilion Parish. Here's the truth about it. It's really a shame. We don't have no money.
Oh, bull. We have plenty of money.
We don't have, not in Vermilion Parish. No, Vermilion Parish is not going to pay to dredge. Lafayette Parish already did their dredging of the Vermilion River up to the Vermilion Parish line.
I see what you're saying.
It's 13 feet. It's 13 feet deep in Lafayette, and when you get into Vermilion Parish, it becomes 3 feet deep, which is ridiculous. But Vermilion Parish is not going to pay to dredge the Vermilion River from their line all the way to Intercoastal City. We don't have a pot, bro, and we don't have a window to throw it out of either. So unless state funds, then it ain't getting did.
And you also have that surge. You have that surge that if no matter what you dredge it under those certain conditions, that it becomes a hydraulic dam, basically, like a wall.
Part of the reason for the Cypress Island project was to help alleviate some of that downriver situation.
Yeah,
like
so
you're seeing in Abbeville.
Well, because the Vermilion does flow north too, and that flow rate. But look, don't give the engineers credit. Just go talk to God. He's the one that created things like gravity and all
moons,
moon and oceans.
I just want to have the real reason.
But hey, you got it right.
I have the real reason.
Hey, and JP, you are right about the funding, though, man. And you got to make priorities. And Vermilion doesn't have as much funding as Lafayette. It's not a surprise. It's not as populated, etc. But there are
not
priorities.
Enough of a tax base.
Yeah,
right. There's not enough of a tax base, man. You just, you can only tax King's farmers so much.
Whew, you ain't kidding. JP, love you, brother. Thank you. I always like when JP calls. I like when all our callers call. Let's see, who we going to? Caller, you are live on the Josh Guillory Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Turn your radio down if you don't mind.
Uh-oh.
Caller, that's you got to turn your radio down. There you go.
Hey, turn your radio down.
What's your name again?
Hey, on the Vermilion and all that?
Yes.
Yeah, it's all about the politicians and who's gonna let them dredge, and they don't want to lose no land.
They don't want to lose. They don't want to
coming
lose
back
their
to-
control.
Trust. Yeah, right. Now, coming back to King, forget to move, and I always try to call it on move, but I'm changing the subject.
Go for it.
My boss owns $800,000 house. His cousin owns a $5 million beach house in Mobile. You know, they pay the exact same amount of insurance.
Wow. In Mobile, on the coast, that is.
I'm probably paying the same.
5 million versus 800,000. Wow.
That's crazy.
So you can't say so. All the thing, because I had a lunch today, just kind of talking about real estate and taxes and insurance and all that stuff. And you can't blame, well, stop building on the coast, because look how many other coastal cities there are just on the Gulf. But man, that was awesome. Good. I'm so glad. Hey, I'm glad you called. I'm glad you changed the topic. We needed to hear that. Wow.
It's probably cheaper than what we're paying.
Gosh, man. All right, guys, stick around, Renee. We'll come back to you here. Phone lines are wide open. Welcome back to the Josh Guillory Show, broadcasting live from the Beal and Abear Studios right here in the panhandling capital of the world, Lafayette, Louisiana. On a serious note, Bill and Abear, very, very, very good lawyers over there with good integrity. Thank you for supporting the show. Certainly appreciate it. Always good when you can go see a lawyer that grew up in the same place you grew up, that knows what you're going through, kind of has that feel for it. And, Bill and Abear, they've done a really good job of collecting a great team over there that can offer that. So I love them. I like them. Good guys. All right, let's go to the phone lines. Renee, what you got, Renee? Bring the heat, baby.
Well, I've seen some shows, some leftist shows, SNBC, Communist News Network, I think Freedom Now, Fresh Air, I listen to them. And Colbert, by far, his show is smart. The way he says things, he gets away with it. By far, his show is the accelerator, indoctrinator, and absolute hate for the right and the American people. I won't put nothing past his show. I won't put him passing, making fun of them little girls drowning at that camp, somehow making fun of that and making fun of that. Whoever shot at Trump needed better marksmanship or what a tragedy they didn't kill. That's how nasty Colbert show was. I watched it a few times. Downright nasty, downright hateful, downright malicious, with all the canned laughs and the laughs of his selected audience. Nasty, 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 nasty.
Well,
I really feel.
Thank you, Renee. Hey, look, Renee. I mean, Renee's saying what a lot of folks are feeling. I mean, it's Renee's. He ain't wrong. I mean, this guy was. He's just. But it's not that we disagree. Disagree all you want. That's whatever. That doesn't bother me. I just don't like the hate. I don't like all that. Just that aggressiveness. We're trying to watch a comedy show. We don't need
Trying to laugh.
Yeah, even if you want to make fun of our guy, that's fine, but do it in good faith and good humor. And Jay Leno was the best at it. I mean,
make assassination. That's just tacky.
That's not even a strong enough word. I don't even know what the word is to say that. Missed your target or made a joke or made light of the little kids that died.
It's deplorable.
It is. Well, I'll tell you this though, CBS. All this reassured what, a lot of Americans felt. I would say most Americans, but it also confirmed here that CBS, my dear friend, they were reminded that they are a business. They're business.
Got to be making money. You got
Profits,
shareholders.
Oh my gosh! So Colbert's show averaged 2.42 million viewers. Just to put that in perspective, same time slot and all that stuff. Fox News' gut feel dominated. The last ratings, 3.29 million, and the trend is it's growing. Those are two competing slots, to my understanding. Newsbusters found Colbert hosted. Look at this little statistic. This should tell you why, Mr. Colbert. Why?
It's Colbert, Josh.
Oh, Colbert. I'm sorry, and I'm used to an elected official that's like I know how to pronounce. I got it trained. Yeah, but I was saying it wrong. I'm sorry, Colbert. You're right. You're right. But Newsbusters, all right, they found that Colbert, since 2022, has hosted 176 left-wing guests and just one registered Republican since 2022.
Yeah. So you telling me we had a whole presidential election?
Yeah.
And you didn't even ask the candidates?
And congressional elections and all. Yeah, nothing.
Boy, I bet Bernie and AOC have been on there a bunch of times.
I don't know. I don't watch it. The few times I have, I was just like, whoa. If I wanted to watch CNN or if I wanted to watch MSNBC, I'd watch MSNBC. You're not even funny.
I only used to watch it when Letterman was on because of his top 10 list. I love the top 10 list.
Well, that's a different time.
See, that was funny.
Yeah, Letterman, Leno. I mean, they made fun of, but they made fun of everybody. I mean, but it wasn't in bad faith. All right, you make a few Clinton jokes. You make a few Bush jokes. So what?
I don't like that Tonight Show guy either.
Jimmy Fallon?
Jimmy Fallon. Not a big fan of Jimmy
I've
Fallon.
watched more of his. What's weird about him? What do you think? Just his personality?
I don't know.
What up with that?
I don't know. I did like the other guy, Jimmy Kimmel. When he first started, Jimmy Kimmel Live on ABC.
Whoa, man, that's that big old progressive left wing guy.
Well, I said I used to like him back in the day
Oh, yeah,
when he
yeah,
used to
yeah.
be on the Man Show, and he
Oh,
had
he was
the,
funny then,
oh yeah,
man. He
his
was
first
fun.
ever episode of the Late Show with Jimmy Kimmel, he set a dummy on fire. Like somebody, a ventriloquist brought and he had gotten so drunk that they threw the guy's watch in a fryer. He threw the dummy in a fryer. It was crazy. They were deep frying everything.
Excellent.
And now he's just a political hack job.
Man, and he went off the deep end, crying all that BS on TV.
Well, he cried. Well, I know you did cry because he had a
Oh,
daughter.
he's
His
cried
daughter
other.
was sick.
No, I'm not talking about that
Oh,
one. I'm
okay.
talking about other, like
I didn't hear
just
that
you know, the emotion. Okay, I
I
say
don't watch him.
yeah, just that whole outrage, that whole selective outrage. Just I'm gonna get mad over like just nothing. You know what I mean? Just stupid, silly. All right, but we're not. Well, we might talk a little silliness. I was so glad Senator Graham stopped by yesterday. What a little treat, huh?
Whatever.
Smelled different in the studio after he left, but it's all good.
Like apple cider vinegar.
All right, guys. Hour number 2 right around the corner. We'll be right back. afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Josh Guillory Show, hour number 2. I remain your grateful host. In studio with me still, my main man, Jamie Angel.
Yep.
What up? Bing, 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 bing.
So, you want me to get a haircut, huh?
Well,
Thinking about cutting my beautiful long
look,
locks.
Now look, before we get into this, let's tell the folks we are broadcasting live from the Beal and A-Bear Studios right here in Lafayette, Louisiana, your hometown lawyers. You got a question on the law, any legal questions, give those guys a call. They'll tell you if they can't do it. Mm-hmm. All right. Yes, all right. Hey, I didn't say anything. You said that you're thinking about cutting your hair.
And your response was, yeah, that'd be a great idea. You don't like the ponytail, man?
And then I followed up and saying, I support whatever decision you make.
It's just nice not having to worry about cutting my hair.
I hear you, bud. But
Little things.
But sometimes we gotta, you gotta dress up for work.
I can dress up. I dressed just like you yesterday. What's that? I mean, come on, man.
If you missed that, go to rumble.com just to see our outfits.
Yeah. I almost texted you to let you know what colors I was wearing today.
If you'd have rolled up here with green on blue jeans or me navy on whatever you have, that would have been something.
Think about wearing some gray tomorrow.
Gray? I took my jacket off. Behind me, I have a gray. I think that's gray. Sidra would make fun of me. It's blue or gray. I don't know.
Blue, John. Come
Thank
on,
you.
man. That's blue. Navy blue.
I'm telling you, don't ask me to pick out colors.
Hey, Kamala Harris is not running for governor. Just breaking news, FYI.
That is true. Well, not in this election, she said. Not in this election. All right. And also, we are broadcasting live at Rumble, rumble.com, man. Go check us out on rumble.com. Send us a little chat on Rumble. Let's switch gears here. So, have you ever heard of, let's see here, Adam Schiff?
Oh, I don't give two shifts.
Whoa!
About Adam Schiff.
Adam Schiff, he might have his little feelings hurt.
Oh, too bad.
He might have his little feelings hurt. Let's talk about it. So, Thomas Smith over at Fort Worth LLC is reporting that President Trump, I might butcher some of these words, so Jamie, you just got to help me.
I'm here.
President Trump has officially reopened the massive Santa, is it Inez? Y-N-E-Z? I know what
Inez, yeah.
Inez, okay. I
Santa
butchered
Inez.
Santa Inez. I always butcher that. That's the offshore oil reserve in the Pacific. And this is straight up defying Mr. Adam Schiff.
This is huge.
Also, salute Carbajal.
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 Or Carbajal, I don't know.
Carbajal. And the entire climate cult over there in California.
Global warming.
This site was dormant for 10 years. Now it is finally back in operation, fully operational by the end of this year. That's great. Great job to the Energy Department. Great job on leadership by President Trump. I mean, we have really good, I don't know if you're trying to get my attention or not. We have really good wins right now, but you'll never hear it. Now, sometimes President Trump could help himself on that with maybe his successes get overshadowed by the choice of presentation of words.
Just Christian Patriot in the Rumble chat telling me I should cut my hair.
Christian, I support my man on whatever he says. Just know my opinion. Hey, look, here's the deal. You can at least say you grew out your hair long, and I can at least say I had a mohawk.
Hey, I'm just happy I have hair.
Yeah, man.
I mean, I'm going to have to give me some of that shampoo soon, you know?
COVID didn't take your hair.
COVID took my hips, not my hair.
That's right. So here's the facts. I'm excited about this win. This is a great win for energy dominance. We need to get back to that, energy dominance. So the Santa Inez unit can produce up to 190 million barrels of oil and supply 80% of the of the region's offshore energy. Just right there.
80%.
Up to 190 million barrels of oil. And then they can supply, 80%. Trump's Interior Secretary, Doug Burgum, man, he's been busy. Mm-hmm. He's been busy, not just on this. He pushed this through in 5 months. He cut through decades of bureaucracy, decades of red tape. If you make it a priority, it gets done. Just like in Louisiana, if lowering insurance was a priority, it would get done. It would get done. If we wanted to improve our state roads, make it a priority, and it would get done. We've said the solution several times on the show. I mean, the state is operating in a Huey P. Long model as it relates to roads and DOTD, but I digress. Let's go back to this win. So the site we're talking about had been shut down since 2015 after a pipeline leak under Obama's watch. Now, Houston-based Sable Energy bought it last year in 2024 and restarted the process working with the Trump team. That's business. That's an administration that cares about business. They're not saying you don't have to follow the rules. Director or Secretary Burgum, he never said you don't have to follow the rules. What he's saying is, can we get them to follow the rules more efficiently? Can we run through the process faster? You know, this whole slow pace of government, it's the people don't want it. The people vote in people to do something different, and they rarely do. And when they do, you kick them out. It's time in and time out. They did it to Churchill too. All right, so Adam Schiff and Salud Carbajal, or whatever his name is, tried everything. You know, the big important letters. They sent letters to Trump. We know that's going to cause some change.
Oh, waiting on ours.
Yeah. They tried legislation under the Biden years. Scare tactics, of course. Oh, you're going to kill the whales. You're going to kill all the seals. Jeez. I love seals and whales. We ain't killing them. God. They did everything they could to block this common sense measure. We just said the site can produce 80% of the region's energy. Mr. Schiff, that's a good thing. Like, take that win. How cool would that have been as a Democrat senator to say, hey, look, I'm going to work with the Trump administration, make sure it's clean, all the things, all the greeny stuff that I like, but I'm going to work with the administration. I'm going to embrace that this energy is going to provide for all these folks along the Western coast, to include in his state. But no.
Just come to facts with reality. Like, come to grips with reality.
Yes.
Like, the climate is not like, we were supposed to have oceanfront property by now.
Oh yeah.
We still don't. You know, we were supposed to be turning into a desert by now. We got 70 inches of rain so far this year.
Yeah.
More rain than like record amounts of, like, come on.
Thank God for detention ponds.
Sugarcane farmers are loving this. They're going to have a bumper crop.
And my garden.
And your garden.
My garden is my little green babies.
Mine's starting to come back. I finally broke down and put some Miracle-Gro.
Man, oh, you got yeah. We go with organic. I gotta.
Well, I was trying to do trying, but it just wasn't working.
Okay, I got it.
Miracle-Gro just gave me the boost.
You can't
had to do it.
Well, we know what works. That.
What, Miracle-Gro's not organic?
I don't think so.
I thought
Is
was.
it?
I don't know.
I'm such a nerd.
My vegetables are good.
Y'all can thank Jamie A. Guillory for my mindset. In 19 and a half years of indoctrination, got me eating organic.
Doing good.
Clean. Conservatives, listen. Conservatives care about the environment. I want clean air and clean water. I mean, it was Nixon that created the EPA. Yeah. He might have regretted that by the time he died, but I mean, you want a clean world. We all do. What we don't want to do is bring our economy to our knees when us in Europe are the only fools doing those Green New Deal policies. And Russia, China, Venezuela, all these countries that hate us were laughing at us. Hey, we're going to talk about the EU a little bit more. I think this point was made. Trump did what he said he was going to do. Bring energy back. Diversify the energy sector. Oil, natural gas, liquefied natural gas. All things that are really, really good for Louisiana too. But it doesn't matter what energy it is. Now, he's big oil and gas, but he's diversifying the sector to bring options and lower costs to ratepayers across the country. We should all be embracing this. Energy doesn't have a Democrat or Republican title. These are things that we should be able to, at minimum, talk about without losing our mind. The folks can do it. How come the politicians can't? All right, guys, stick around. Well, they do agree on a lot of things behind closed doors. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Josh Guillory Show. We are broadcasting live from the Beal and Abear Studios right here in Acadiana, your hometown lawyers. Your dad knew a guy? I love that commercial. Did your dad ever have a guy for something? It's so true.
Yep.
We
Always
all
got
have
the
a guy for
mechanic,
all of us. We all
yeah.
have a guy for something.
Guy you take to do your brakes,
Someone.
lawnmower, all of them.
Yeah. Whether you live in the city, the country, whatever. We all got people
Hey,
we count on.
If y'all need a guy to handle your home purchase and your title, call Guillory and Barn here on title.
I know those guys. Yeah, definitely call those guys.
Good stuff out there.
They'll take care of you. But thanks to Bill and Abear. Appreciate you guys. Hometown lawyers. Love them. Love them, love them, love them. All right. So let's move on, Pat. That was a good look. I want to report we have so many good things going on in our country, and you barely hear it, and it's so sad. It's just I'm telling you, man, I get it. I get it. I get it.
We got a couple of chats.
All right. I want you to chat on Rumble, but go ahead.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say where the chats are. We just got some chats. If you want to chat, hook us up on Rumble. Don Ho says the current is a Democrat lapdog, not a watchdog.
What's his name?
Don Ho.
Don, you are right. Not a watchdog. What do you call him?
A lapdog.
Oh gosh,
That's about the most
Yeah.
accurate description.
in the nicest way you could say it.
Piku and Scott says, isn't Josh a lawyer? How is he so bad at names? I ask myself that every day.
Hey, I am so weak at that. I am so weak, and I'm hard of hearing. So what is his name again?
Piku.
Piku. All right, thanks, Piku. Yeah, not my strength, and I have no excuse. I don't know.
And I can help out because I'm a linguist by trade, so it's what I do. So
I'm
it
telling
balances
you,
out.
It's horrible. I have a Juris Doctor, and I butcher names. It's true, man.
Hey,
Hey,
it's like me and math.
I'll
Don't
admit,
ask.
I'll admit it. But look, a good sign of a good leader. You surround yourself with people that can complement your weaknesses. All right, let's hey, thank you for the chats and open up the phone lines next segment.
Now, because
now.
it's Wellness Wednesday.
Ooh, I love Wellness Wednesday. Yeah, guys, call in 232-1542. You pick the topic, all right? 232-1542. Outside of the Acadiana area, 844-766-66007. Right there for our Rumble, folks. All right, let's talk about the economy. Let's talk about how we're doing with all these tariffs. The sky is falling. Our economy's gonna go to heck in a handbasket.
And that son of a gun still didn't bring down the dang interest rates.
Oh my God, Jerome Powell.
Yes. Today was the meeting, and
Supposed
guess
to be.
what? Nothing.
Shocker. Man, I
Want to
met.
see what the tariffs are going to do?
I have met with so many lenders and mortgage brokers today and realtors. Just had a lot of conversations for whatever reason today. Well, I do have a title company with my boy,
and it hurts us.
and it's the same. Like, I'll tell you this: if you ever want to know what's going on in a city, this is what I did once a quarter. I would meet with the realtors, the mortgage lenders, and the home builders. For whatever reason, they always had their thumb on the pulse and could tell me. Like there were times where I thought we were doing a really good job, and we were, but maybe my perception was a little off. They would let me know, but we'd fix it.
I used to meet with them, quarterly?
Quarterly, or anytime there was an issue. And I did that with as many groups as I could. 250,000 people, when you represent them, it's hard to talk to everybody. But if you can, bundle up some groups, you usually can put your thumb on the pulse.
Yeah. And the home builders are kind of a pretty big part of the community.
Well, and they want to be developing.
And Mary's doing a great job with that.
Oh yeah, Mary Slyman, director over there. It's our man. That was a great community development planning director. But let's talk about this national stuff. So Jason Ma over there at Fortune is saying that U.S. exceptionalism just roared back. I love how he worded that. But here's the deal: the numbers back it up. In May alone, foreign investors to our great country dumped over $311 billion into U.S. stocks and bonds.
With a B.
Yeah, that's bravo. Yeah. That is a record high. Record high. This, and look, just hear me out here. The same people who bailed out in April came rushing back once they realized Trump's tariffs weren't tanking the economy. They were strengthening it. And you're seeing that with the markets.
Every week you see one of these
One of 'em?
economists that comes out and says, I was wrong. I was 100% wrong.
I commend those guys. I actually respect those guys more than probably a lot of folks because, hey, they made a prediction. They based it on something that they felt was reliable. They were flexible. They didn't have an ego. They were humble. They saw new information, and they objectively changed their mind, and they admitted it. And that is a beautiful thing that should not be punished. It should be rewarded.
With backbone. They do it with firm backbone.
But then you
I
got
was
some
wrong.
playing politics, you know? But look, it's all good. Let's go to, I got to go to this caller. Big Chris in the hizzy for shizzy. What's up?
Well, concerning Powell, he doesn't want to lower the interest rate, but follow me here. You lower the interest rate, you increase people's ability to buy homes, and also you increase people that want to start businesses, which actually produce more jobs.
Revenue.
More money starts flowing around, then more competition starts flowing around. So competition, if I'm not mistaken, lowers prices, which would be the best thing for inflation, correct?
It's common sense.
Free market.
Yeah, give it a try.
I mean, as long as you get the government's dirty little fingers out of that loop, everything works organically and perfectly. It's the best system in the world. But then you got Powell, which has some kind of problem with Trump, which sounds like a childish schoolyard
Thank you.
problem. Come on, man. Get past your own ego and work for the community.
He wouldn't be there if it wasn't for Trump.
If Trump appointed him. It's crazy. No,
Well,
he did. He did it. I mean,
like Cosby said all the time, I brought you into this world, I can take you out.
Well,
Hey, and look, there's legal. So that is the question: Can the president do that? So there's a legal debate right now whether or not he can. He's kind of announced that he won't because his term ends next year.
Gonna remove him. I have no doubt he's gonna remove him for cause. He's gonna use the building overruns as an excuse. I'm telling you, it's coming in the next 2 weeks,
Okay.
especially after today.
Did he make Powell look like a little man in that picture? I mean, not only staturally little, but just little-minded when he's shaking his head and, well, I got the receipts right here. I almost fell over laughing. It was hilarious.
Well, that's another
He
project.
brought the receipts.
It's only him. Only him.
He always does. He always has a
Don't mess with
handout.
Trump.
It's
mess
like
with Trump.
it's like Carrot Head's props. You know what I mean? Like here. Oh, what do we have in this little box? Here's the receipts. What do we have in this box?
I was always told if a lawyer asks you a question, he already knows the answer.
A good lawyer. A good
I
lawyer.
respect him for that because he is backing.
Not like you, Josh.
Oh, thanks, Big Chris. You're too kind. You're too kind.
All right, now you got to go, Chris.
Thanks, Big Chris. Love you, brother. Man, all right. Always a good call. Always a good call. You can join the show just like our boy, Big Chris. 232-1542 when we get back to our outside of Acadiana area listeners and viewers. 844-766-6607. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Josh Guillory Show. We are broadcasting live from the Beal and Abear Studios right here in Lafayette, Louisiana. Beal and Abear, your hometown lawyers.
Hope y'all got your umbrellas. It's getting dark out there.
In Acadiana.
It's going
That's
to rain.
for sure. Hey, shout out to all of our listeners and viewers over there on rumble.com that are outside the Acadiana area. Shout out to our folks in Missouri. Let's see here, Montana.
Oklahoma. Ireland, India.
We still got somebody from Ireland. I know India's still up there. I say someone, maybe it's multiple. But anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. We see you live. We certainly appreciate that. I'm actually very humbled by that. Us being just two regular guys from South Louisiana. Anyway, look, that's a huge win. Let me just rattle off some facts real quick, just on the topic we were talking about. So April, just remember, foreign investors, all these tariffs start hit, man, they panic. They panic, to be expected. So the foreign investors in our country pull out $14 billion. That's a lot, 1 month, okay? May comes around. The next month, same investors, the same ones that left pull out $14 billion, come back and invest a record $311 billion in May. That's saying something. The S&P 500, NASDAQ, they bounced back, they broke records. The Dow's not terrible. And was doing very well. Treasury yields are still high. There's no mass sell-off. Remember that? Oh, they're going to sell off all the treasury bonds, all the T-bonds, all the things that didn't happen. I'm telling you, man, the media, like, guys, just give truth a chance. Just stop with the whole emotional nonsense. Stop with the whole, what?
CNN, Wall Street Journal poll. Democrats would beat GOP in midterms if elections were held today. In what world? In what world?
Wall Street Journal. Come on. I don't know. Who knows?
What is wrong with Rupert?
Let me tell you, I don't know. I don't know who would win today because there's so many people don't trust the system. People have apathy. Who's going to show up? Democrats are going to look, go ask that rhino down the street. They know how to win low turnout elections. All they have to do is they pay their partners. Get them out. Get them out. Busting fried chicken. All right. Trump's tariff stayed in place and even got stronger in some deals. In some, we saw Japan, we saw Europe. Talks with Japan worked. The dollar's down a bit, tiny bit, but investors aren't scared. They're betting on us. A great bet. A great bet. So I love it. Wall Street said the sky was falling. Remember that? Ken Griffin, Mohammed El-Iran, Dutch Bank, all of them, they all warned Trump was killing the U.S. brand of getting our behind handed to us. Our U.S. brand of 50 years of being taken advantage of. You're right. He did. He tarnished that brand. Thank God. Thank God. Wrong, all of them. Every last one of them, at least right now. And it seems like we're going to be all right. We can't be complacent. I mean, these tariffs are new, and the way that we're using tariffs are new. Things can change. But the president has also shown that he can change and that he's flexible. Look how he's negotiated with Mexico and Canada. Look how he's negotiated with Japan. It was just 3 weeks ago. President Trump announced a huge, $600 billion trade deal with Japan, opening up their markets for our car industry to go over there. Our people in Michigan. That's you. Detroit City. Come on. All right. So, and then Trump beats that last week with the EU deal, which I'm about to talk about a little bit. Go ahead.
Dazio chimed in and said, man, look Big Chris knowing what he's talking about.
Yeah.
He must be taking them classes from Hillsdale.
Oh, Big Chris. Big Chris, you taking Hillsdale?
Dazio talking some smack.
Yeah, man.
We hadn't heard from Dazzy in a while.
I know, Dazzy. Dazzy, get on Rumble. I want to see you on Rumble.
Cracking me up.
You are active, and we love your comments. And thank you to all our Rumble listeners, chatters, and viewers. And thank you to our listening audience on the radio. Appreciate you. All right, I'm going to switch gears just a little bit. Just a little bit. Were you about to sing Wiggle It just a little bit?
Wiggle It? No.
You remember that song?
Is that Wiggle, Wiggle, Wiggle?
Wiggle It.
Oh, no.
Just a little bit. Come on now. I know you're singing in your car. Let's do it.
I don't know.
All my 90s people. Come on. We got this.
Nope.
Anyway, Daniela Genovese and Eric Revel at Fox Business just broke a little story. Well, they're saying break, and they're confirming they're confirming our report from last week. No, they're confirming reports from last week, and we also reported on this, that record deal with the European Union. But there's a certain part of that, because there was question. There's a lot of spin on the left, of course, MSNBC, CNN, The Current, all the left wing folks. All the folks, they were spinning, oh, this is not a real deal. It's not, oh, it's just smoke and mirrors. Anything Trump does or anything a conservative does, it's evil and horrible. And of course it can't work. And when it does work, it's probably because they're corrupt or crooked or, something silly that's not true. All right. But this report, I like these two guys at Fox Business. So Trump locked in, again, the $750 billion energy deal. So that whole, well, let me just break it down. $750 billion energy deal with the European Union. We report on that. That's an American oil, by the way. LNG, all the things we talked about earlier, but also nuclear fuel, all straight to Europe. Plus another $600 billion in investment commitments. We saw that about energy, military contracts, things like that, exclusive with United States manufacturers. I wonder if there's a bigger play there. I wonder if these tariffs that were designed to bring manufacturing jobs back to America, and now these deals with these regions across the world that deal with us manufacturing things and bringing it to them and selling it to them, made in America, as opposed to made in wherever else, not the USA. But the total impact of the European Union package deal is $1.35 trillion. Yeah, I mean, Trump had a record. Trump in our country, big win for the USA, man. We had a huge deal with Japan 3 weeks ago. Record. If that alone would have been the accomplishments of one president in one term, we would be saying good things about him. Just that one deal with Japan. I mean, your boy over there opens up the doggone Japanese automobile industry and levels off tariffs. It's crazy. This Japan's been our ally for a minute, but boy, we have not. I mean, even our friendly allies had an advantage over us that we just gave them. We just gave them. It's so silly, so silly. So Trump talk about a few little things. Trump met the EU Commission President Ursula von der Leyen in Scotland. Okay, the other day we report on that. The EU agreed to cut off. This is one of the bigger wins of the deal, not just the financial. In this deal, the European Union has agreed to cut off Russian energy and replace it with U.S. supply. Everybody just let that sit in. Let that sit in. Like Democrats, like my friends, can you recognize that that's a good win for our country? You don't even give it to Trump. Just can we just recognize that that's a win for our country? The evil old Putin, like, which is it? Do y'all like Putin or hate Putin?
Oh, they only like him when he's riding bareback on a horse.
So Putin, it's our enemy. Y'all call him an enemy all the time. Why would you want Europe to send oil there and help their economy? Can you please just take Trump, pretend Biden made the deal, or pretend Obama or Clinton made the deal, all right? Or pretend Kamala Harris is your president and she made the deal. Can you just please objectively say that this is a good deal for our country? Do y'all think that Democrats can do that? I think some of them can. I think a lot can. I think most of them can if they see openly. But that's big, man. They're buying American oil, American gas, American nuclear technology immediately and through long-term contracts. This is wins in the short term, wins in the long term. Hopefully it's solidified enough so no matter who wins the presidency next, we'll still have to honor it. And I love this part too. Military sales are included too. Had the same deal with Japan. How great. Not only for economic reasons. There could be some military reasons for that.
Security reasons?
There could be some, security reasons. There could be some strategery.
That's our whole shield on the East Coast between us and Russia.
But look what we're doing, though. I know I'm a visual guy, so on Rumble you can see it. Look what we're doing. We're squeezing them in. We're squeezing them in. That deal with Japan, that was a big one. In that region, that was in the way that the deal was. That was a big win. But we're choking out Russia. We're choking out China. This is a president that understands that people have been at war with us, but we have not been at war with them. And that is dangerous. And war has so many levels to it. Way more than bullets and beans and bullets and bombs and soldiers, military craft, all that stuff. No.
Beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes.
Yeah, that. But there's an economic war going on. And it's been going on for a while. And we've just let it. And we've had multiple administrations just let it. We haven't used tariffs that I know of to this degree and to this level and in this way before. But there's an intent behind it. The president's been clear on his intent, and it seems to be working. Manufacturing jobs are starting to come back. All right, guys, thank you so much. That 2 hours flew by. Oh, my goodness. I certainly appreciate your time with us. Hope you enjoyed the show.